Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we're set. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 22 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. You think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. The field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Nifty move by Gordon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Gordon going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Again, Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time. And leading him out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They go play action with Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Carl Lawson, former Bengal, in on the stop. Well, this defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 40 now on second down, Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, this defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Jets will take over first and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive, and following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is Wilson. They'll get this out to Gurley. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up second down. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Bridgewater to Fant, first down Broncos.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Able to get this to Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This will be caught. Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing again on second down. Wilson.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, I can see he's looked pretty good to this point. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns there. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Ryan Tannehill sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in the victory. In our game, it's Teddy Bridgewater with a standout first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Gurley again. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Wilson. And that is incomplete. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now. And that's going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Bridgewater on first down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The 40, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater out quickly to Judy. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On third down, Wilson. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Gurley. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Herndon's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
That momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Got Gordon open, completes it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Crowder now to return.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st down, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And it's a fumble. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that will be incomplete.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
To throw again on second down. Wilson out right here to Herndon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Again, Wilson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. He'll get that complete to Albert O. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Fights loose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action.